Hey guys, Drew at Total Calibration, and today I'm going to demonstrate the integration between Lanteria HR and Seek. So I'm going to start out by publishing a vacancy or a job opening in Lanteria HR. I'm going to opt to publish that to Seek and to our external candidate portal. Then I'm going to jump onto Seek, apply for that particular vacancy as an applicant, and I'm going to authorize Seek to pass through my resume and other information stored in my Seek profile to Lanteria HR, and we'll see the actual application data flow all the way through without anybody rekeying any data that it currently exists. So we'll start out with going to recruiting and going to job openings. This shows us the current job openings that we have in our company. I'm going to click on create a new job opening. I'll call this one payroll officer. Then we can select a job role from here. I'll just select sales rep, doesn't really matter for this. So that's in Sydney. And in our description, I've just got some text here we can copy and paste in. If you got it in Word, it actually brings across the HTML formatting beautifully. And of course you can apply, I'll just bold that so you can see, for example. Okay, so this is probably the most important step. So we firstly have to say when we want the applicant to run from to. And if we select Seek, we also want to select Career Portal. That's our external career portal here. Okay, we normally brand this up so it looks just like your website. This is where people would go if they went to your website to the careers page to see what was available. And that's how the integration actually works. So we also want to make sure we select that, and intranet means just displayed inside of Lanteria HR for your internal employees. Now, you can set up job ownership options and documents. I'm just going to state that I want a resume. And now it's going to prompt me for the Seek specific vacancy details. This is as expected. Because I've chosen Seek here, it wants me to provide a few extra details around classification. So I'll do this one, payroll officer. And just around the classification, the location in terms of the way Seek classifies it, salary ranges, so on and so forth. So we can save that now. Ask, do you want to add any attachments? That's for internally. If you want those attachments to come up, it might be some sort of statement or policy or whatever. Okay, so the only thing I need to do now is I need to approve that vacancy. Okay, so if I actually, let me come back, I'll approve that just 1 second. We go to Core HR, approval request, move my face over there. What our payroll officer, I want to approve or reject that, approve. Okay, so now let's go and have a look on our job page. So I'll refresh that, and we should have our payroll officer on one of those pages. There we go there. And then if I also go back into the vacancy, I can get the URL where it's been published to Seek. So I've just got a search filter on there so you can see it just makes it easier to find things. It remembers it from last time. So we'll go to click on open. We go to our job publishing, and here we've got our URLs. So it gives you the URL in all the different locations. So if I just click on Seek, this is our live job ad. If I click on apply for Seek, you will see that we get this screen. It says, do you allow Lanteria to grab the information from your Seek profile? So we'll click on allow access. Now that automatically signs me up to our candidate portal, which you saw in the previous screen. This is a development environment, so it is a little bit slow. Here we go. All right, so all the information in my Seek profile that can be passed across is passed across. This other information is not stored there, so we don't keep that. I'll just click on a couple of these things to fill it out with some additional information. I think this environment requires an education details put in, so I'll just put in anything. You can turn this off. You don't need to have this or employment history if you don't want, but you can see these two previous jobs I've had have been pulled through automatically from my Seek profile. As have we, these are notes. So these are actually vacancy specific questions. So you can ask things like, do you have a license? Do you have a working with children clearance? Do you have permanent residency or whatever? It can be whatever you want, and they're specific to that vacancy, which is really powerful. If you do have very specific requirements, you can see that my resume has been passed through automatically. And I click on the disclaimer. This is all configurable. You can make it say whatever you want. Okay, submit application. Okay, so it says here, your application for the payroll officer has been successfully submitted. You'll get an email as well to that effect. And if we then go over to look at our candidates for that role, we'll find John Smith being the only candidate there, which has been automatically passed through from the integration. So finally, if we just wanted to take a look, we can go see the documents are sent through. So we should actually see the resume. Great. And we could also see the candidate's work history pass through as well. So that shows you the integration in both directions. What I showed you was publishing a vacancy from Lanteria HR to Seek, and then applying for that vacancy from Seek, passing through the information stored in the applicant's Seek profile all the way through into the system so that neither the candidate or HR have to rekey any duplicate data that's stored in another system.